Hey bitches. I decided to do 5 megapixel today to use my front facing camera so I can see what's going on. And again, I'm using my T-Mobile Samsung S6 Edge Plus to record my videos and upload them to YouTube. Eventually I'll get more advanced, but I love Samsung. I've been threatening to go to Apple for iMovie, and I just don't want to. I don't want to buy a camera, but I may get a GoPro. That's what my son wants, so I may get me one too. I don't know, but I'm serious about going to Apple for iMovie. They're coming out with the 7, and I may have fell for it. I gotta hurry up and get ready. It's gonna be a basic look, and I'm gonna do a little story time as well. I'll tell y'all a little bit about me. My sister is Alexa. She has her own show called The Alexa Show. It was on Gay News Radio, which is on iHeartRadio. But my sister wants to provide news, you know, not drama. So she's taking her show elsewhere. My sister is an advocate in the Lgbt community. She's also transgender. She's an advocate in the healthcare community as well for transgender. And more. You can find her on Facebook. She has 2. Alexandra Whitney. I think it is her public, or is that the family? Oh my goodness, y'all. Well, she'll add you and then delete you if you say the wrong thing, depending on the Facebook. One's public figure, the other one's entertainer, and then one's for family. So she's also on Twitter. She also goes by Alexa Diaz, which I used to go by Ashlita Diaz. But I want more people locally to find me, so I'll go by Ashlita K. LaGrange, Georgia. I was going to do Lestrange, but then I was like, oh, no. If people are searching for, you know, beauty gurus in LaGrange, they're not going to find me in Lestrange. So that's my YouTube, my Facebook. I'm not really on Twitter, but I can't remember if my Twitter is Ashlita K or what. I think it's Ashley K EDW. I'll have to look it up. So that's my sister. By the way, I've washed my face 3 times, and my eyeliner from yesterday is still on. And that eyeliner is Thrive Cosmetics. I thought it said Cosmetrics. But this is it. It says it's waterproof. But it still transfers on my big hooded eyes. So, but I will be wearing that today because it is cruelty free. Unlike the foundation and eye primer that I'm using. I am not purchasing ever again. I will just spend a little bit more money. I mean, because it isn't much of a cost difference to go cruelty free. I mean, it's a little bit more, but not too much. So, but anyways, back to my sister. So she's looking for a new sponsor of her radio show, the Alexa show, and she's already getting some hits. So I'm pretty certain soon she'll be getting a new her show will be back in business, which is great. Growing up with a transgender sister. Well, my sister came out gay as a homosexual when she was 16. And she came out to me, I think, sooner, but I think she was 16 when she actually told my mother, and my mother threw a fucking cookie at her and called her a fag and all kinds of stuff. It was very devastating, and I'm like, no, don't do this, Mom. You know, she threatened to kick Alexa out. She may have, I can't remember. I think she did. Alexa ended up moving to Somerville, Georgia, and paid $50 a week for a one-room apartment. Her living room, bed, kitchen was all one room. Her bathroom was separate. It was nice. I mean, it was furnished, and I think it included the utilities. If not, I think it included all but the electric. Her house. But yeah, I knew before that she was gay. I may have not known before her best friend, but I knew before my mom and dad, and they were separated. So, but no, and the way she came out was, my mom's like, "Are you a this?" We were all sitting down, having a kiki, a good old time. And my mom went into bitch mode suddenly. It was like, "You're a sissy, you're a fag." That's what I heard. Is it true? And Alexa was sick of this shit. So she was like, "Yes, it's fucking true." And my mom was eating a cookie, and the cookie got thrown. She started screaming and crying, "Get the fuck out of here." I was traumatized. I was like 12. 13. I can't remember. I didn't want my sister to leave me. Oh my God. One moment. Back, I was getting shit all over my uniform. By the way, I have like 5 of these for every single day of the week, except when I'm off. Then I wear some sports bra and no Spanx type shirt. I don't know what this shit looks like because I'm not using a mirror. Oh, I just found it. But I hope it's not too terrible. Actually brushed my hair today. But back to my story. So yeah, that's how my sister came out. And it wasn't long. My mom came around and loved her anyway, and it was a huge fucking secret. But I mean, everybody pretty much knew. You know what I mean? So, but that was her coming out, and I was there. Well, sure, it came out to me, but coming out to our mom. And she really didn't have to come out to Dad because Dad supports Lgbt. So, no biggie. My dad's not racist in any kind of way. I grew up racist around my mom's side of the family, but my dad's side of the family is not. And one time when I was like 4, no, I was 6 because I had a stepdad. Well, they wasn't married, but my mom had a boo. Anyway, and he had always used the N-word, so I was around my dad and I used the N-word too. And my dad just about killed me. Thought I was gonna get beat down, but I didn't. But Daddy's like, no, we're not gonna use that word. And I'm 33 as of 2 days ago, so that was a long time ago. Okay. Anyways, back to my sister. Leading him to coming out being transgender. So as a little girl, she would always dress up and play with baby dolls and play school, put on makeup, nails, dresses, heels. You know, we dressed up. She was like having a sister, and already my whole life. So she was my school teacher. She was Miss Edwards. And there's pictures. They'll surface eventually when I get more proficient in editing and combining that shit. I'll put that in there one day. But yeah. And then how old? Oh, and so she did drag. Alexa did drag for a long time when I was growing up. And it was whenever I got pregnant. It was before. I started calling Alexa girl anyway. I mean, she looked mostly like a girl. Almost full time before she came out transgender. So it was like always calling her girl, referring to her as a girl. Anyway, I mean, to me, that's what she looked like, and that's what I was gonna fucking call her. A girl, like, hey girl. But she hadn't came out transgender yet. Anyway, she was having a fucking meltdown. I think I was pregnant with my son. And she just wasn't happy. She was so sad. And it was like she was pregnant along with me. But it was like miserable for her at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. So, anyways, she ended up getting mental help, and they institutionalized her and basically told her she was transgender and start doing and living the way she should, because that's what's going to make her happy. So that's what she did. She came out and she's like, and this is 2004. She went, we worked at Singular Wireless. We worked in a call center in Cedartown, Georgia. Little podunk town. And she went to work, and after, coming back from the mental hospital, and told them what she wanted, and guess what? They gave it to her. I was so happy and excited. Changed her name on her email, and this is in 2004. Who would have known? In Cedartown, Georgia. Anyways, they catered to her, and that's how it began. It was a slow process, and still a process. And now when people like, oh, you have a brother? No, bitches, my sister is female. Her birth certificate, her license, all say female. Social Security even knows my sister is female. She's registered in the United States as female. Her name is Alexandra Whitney. There is nothing masculine about that. So no, you cannot call her or regender her, because legally she is female. So I still have arguments with people on that. But they don't get it. But Singular did. Management did. They were all very, very supportive. It was awesome. And beautiful. But being transgender is also very, very hard emotionally, because it's like being two people in one body, and it's kind of hard. I mean, you've got all these emotions, and it's like you're losing someone that's inside you, but you're gaining someone else. Does that make sense? This brow is very strong today. It's going to be Instagram strong. Hopefully I can get the other one like that too. But yeah, it's very hard. And for the family it is too. It wasn't for me because, I mean, excuse me, it is hard. It was hard for me too. But because I didn't know, like, I would say awful transgender judging type jokes, and it wasn't to hurt or offend her, but then I realized it is. So I've had to reevaluate my mind and myself, evolve and grow up and learn not to be so hateful. Yeah. Because and I studied too. I had to do a lot of studying, gender and body dysmorphia, because it's similar but different. I studied the ADA regarding transgender rights and beliefs and the psychology aspect of it. And so now I have a whole new perspective of it. It's a whole new world. Yeah. So is that one Instagram strong too? This is not the right brow color for me, guys. I know I've got some red undertones in my hair, but I don't like it on my face. I always have sinus drainage and congestion, so that's why I'm like all the time. I used to live on Benadryl, and then I found out it causes early onset Alzheimer's. So, honey, I already have a bad mind. I don't need something else to make it worse. But, and anyways, I studied gender and body dysmorphia, the ADA, some laws that are not, they're, you know, set in place, but no one's defending them. And when a male is with a or vice versa, is with a transgender, okay, so if a male dates a transgender female, it does not make them homosexual. doesn't make them bi. Because technically, how you perceive yourself in your mind is who you truly are, identify with, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, look that up. Real story. It doesn't make you gay. It doesn't make you bi. You're still straight. I am looking for this shading brush. And I used to like taunt guys like, oh, you know, and look at me, I wear all this makeup too now myself. I used to taunt guys like, oh, you're dating a tranny, you're fucking around with a tranny, because the girl had way too, you know, made too much makeup on. I used to be a hater. But then once I started learning the psychological aspects of it, I had to retrain my mind and stop being a bully, because just transgender doesn't make them gay. Just so you know. I'd clarify that. I'm tired lately. I'm coming off all my medications, so that might be it. But I'm not in pain. Well, my foot kind of hurts right now. I'm not in pain. I do have a little bit of inflammation, so I feel kind of swollen and lethargic right now from my muscle disease. I'm not really claiming it because I have faith in suppressing my immune system with my mind. I truly believe in that. You know what? I was really digging that sapphire eye look the other day. Looking mostly natural. Anyway. Oh, and my sister, she has rheumatoid, and I can't even pronounce it or remember it. Something different, but it's similar. It's an autoimmune disease as well. In my muscle, but it affects my skin just like her rheumatoid affects her skin too. Our hands look identical. We call each other twins because when something happens to one, it somehow happens to both of us, and we're 4 years apart. Y'all, I got so much glue in my eyes, eyelashes from yesterday, and the shit just doesn't come out. Anyways, that's my sister. It's been real hard. Like, my mom's side of the family are assholes, so they don't get it. Some of them are not, but a lot of them are. They're trans and homophobic. And also, there should be a phobia against black people because that's what they are. They're scared of black people. They're bigots. And it's not even like, it's not blood family. It's married and fucking family. And my family, when they get with their mate, they're fucking loyal. So if their husband or wife is a fucking bigot, they become one with them, but they'll sneak around and associate with us. It's fucked up. It really is. Like my aunt. She'll sneak around and kiki. Well, not anymore. There was a bad fight. We'll have a story time about that one another day. and she'll be like, I'm not racist, and shit happen. But yeah, I've got glue all over my eyes. Alright, and my story time's gotta end. So I'm gonna have a part 2 of this another time about my sister. It's a lot to talk about. LGBT, transgender, etc. I may be putting falsies on. Who knows? This stuff burnt my neck up last night. Let me wipe that off. I'm gonna put mascara on. I'll always save that for last. I have dropped some mascara on my face and sprayed and set it. The shit was stuck to my face all day. But my mascara was not fucking drying at all. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this real short, put my shirt on, and I'll be right back. Hey, twat sniffers, I'm back. Anyway, I have a lot to talk about about my sister. I love her. She was a huge influence on my raising, which is probably why I'm crazy as fuck. But my sister really sheltered me growing up too. She would hide shit and not let me see it. And then she would expose me to some other stuff. It was really weird. I don't know how to explain it. But she's doing a lot. She's going to school to become a doctor in psychology. And she deserves it. She is amazing. She works her ass off. And she doesn't get the recognition that she deserves. She writes for the Huffington Post about transgender. And she speaks with people all over the world. And saving lives. Preventing suicide. And murder. So she's a huge asset to our world, to the United States and to the world globally. But I still have a lot to learn from her. And I'm hopefully going to see her again sometime this week while she's here. I just work closing every day but Saturday. I'm trying to really coat my lashes. So you don't see all that glue from yesterday as I'm getting it all over my eyelid. Well, I mean, it don't matter. My when I go outside, it gets hot. My eyeliner is going to transfer. Anyways, we'll have a part 2 with my sister. I may do like a little interview. Not an interview, just chit chat with her and record it. Anyways, I'm not going to blow dry my hair. I'm going to let it air dry. And this is how I look for work today. I love everyone. Subscribe, like, share, and I hope to tell more stories and make this full time so I can learn more, educate myself more, go to school, and spend more time with my son. I love T-Mobile, but there's more that I want to do. I want to save the world. I want to travel the world, and I want to save animals especially. Anyways, help me out, guys.